Hello everyone and welcome to another Seems Good Magic video. My name is Sam. I'm here to take you on a draft journey today. So, it looks like we got a DePaula. Now, this card's obviously fantastic. It's very, very good. I mean, it's just a 3/3 for 3, but it also gives you card advantage. Even when you tap it for like a vehicle, that vehicle gets +1/+1 and you can get something else, so it's pretty good. The issue I have with it right now is that the 4 best cards in the pack outside of the DePaula are all red-white. That being said, I still think I'm going to play it, or not play it. I still think I'm going to take it. I've never played it before, so this could be interesting. Visionary Augmenter might be better. Glinsley Varson's definitely not better. I'm just going to take DePaula and see where we go from there. As always, thank you for having me on the Seem Good Magic channel today. If you like this video, just drop a like in the comment section below. Do all the things, make a comment, I try to respond to everyone. You know, just get it going down there. So, got a Dund Operative, got a Foundry Inspector, got a Blossoming Defense. Someone took the rare out of this pack. The common run is very mediocre. Could take a Foundry Inspector to stay open. Not going all out on Inspired Charges yet. Dund Operative is good. We haven't passed any black in our first pack anyways. We just purely passed one red card in the Power Helix and some pretty good white. I think I just take Inspector though. I mean, if we're playing this deck with vehicles and stuff, maybe we want Inspector to kind of cut down the cost. So that's what I think we're going to do. I also think it's pretty good regardless. I mean, it's not the best card in the set, don't get me wrong, but the card's pretty good. So anyways, thank you for watching as always. If you like me and you want to see more of me, I have my main channel, Samuel Rubin. It's going to be linked in the description below. We just hit 200 subs, so we're having a 200 sub giveaway over there. There's some fetch lands, there's a spell queller, there's all types of stuff in the mix. So get on over there if you want to see what's up. So we have a Thriving Grubs, a Welding Sparks, a Weld Fast Monitor. This is where we get all the white. There are still 3 uncommons in the pack, meaning that someone took a rare and someone took a common. The only other common I can see taking over it is like taking over Welding Sparks is like a Thriving Turtle, or not a Thriving Turtle, a Thriving Rhino if you're already in green, the White Arrest if you're in white, something like that. We could take a Filigree Familiar and stay on color on Mono Brown, but I really do like DePaula, and I do want to see what goes on with DePaula, so I think I'm just going to take a Welding Sparks. It's good enough, and it's much better than Filigree Familiar. So far, a ton of 3-drops, hoping to pick up some 2s. Would have liked to just take that pack, right? We would have played the Daredevil, the Familiar, the Sparks, and the Grubs. We would have been happy to play all those cards. We could have even been talked into playing the Mastodon there, so hopefully we don't get super cut from white in the next pack. Hopefully we can still even play white. I mean, I haven't seen any white being passed to us, so we're going to see. We get a Furious Reprisal and a Fretwork Colony and a Glintsleeve Artisan, so we can take another 3-drop in Glintsleeve Artisan. I do really like Fretwork Colony, though, and it being passed and having seen no other black makes me think that the black aggro deck is open. So I do kind of want to take Fretwork Colony here, although Glintsleeve Artisan is fine. And definitely playable, and definitely good with DePaula, right? Because it's a 4/4 with DePaula. And DePaula can find it, so that's kind of important. Maybe I just take the Dwarf Artificer. The issue is that this deck usually has a lot of 3s, and we already have 3 of them. And I do really, really like Fretwork Colony. I mean, it wins just so many games. On turn 2, it's just unbeatable sometimes. Could take a Reprisal. I think I just take the Glintsleeve Artisan, though. I think it's pretty obvious that white and red are both open in our direction. This Foundry Inspector is by far the weakest card in our deck so far. Alright, and now we get an Aether Hub or an Inventor's Apprentice. Herald of the Fair is not particularly fantastic. We could take a Hub. It's definitely fine, although I don't think we're making a ton of energy. We could take an Inventor's Apprentice, right? If we're playing vehicles and fabricate things, then we're going to want this Apprentice. If it's going to be a 2/3 enough of the time on turn 1 or 2, well, it's not ever going to be a turn 3 on turn 1, but on our turn 2, then it's totally worth taking, so I think we can just grab it here. This is a card that sometimes wheels, So you generally have to keep that in mind. You don't want to take it first, second, third, anything like that. But taking a 5th over an Aether Hub and over a Herald of the Fair, I don't mind. I think we probably play it in this deck roughly 50% of the time, right? If we have like a Sky Skiff, and we have a Renegade Freighter, and we have a Bomap Bazaar Barge, and, you know, then we probably play it. I think I take Aviary... That being said, I think we take Aviary Mechanic over Sky Skiff here. It's just really good. I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I could take the Skiff, because we do have the Inventor's Apprentice. We could take the Skiff. Red-White's totally open, by the way. Could take the Skiff. Skiff is also good with Sparks. So they're both good with the Paula, but Skiff is particularly good with Sparks and Apprentice, so I could take the Skiff here. However, I think Mechanic is generally a little bit better. Just because you don't have to crew it and such. I think I'm going to take the Skiff, actually. I think I'm going to take the Skiff because it is better with Inventor's Apprentice, and if there are any more Inventor's Apprentices opened at the table during this draft, we're going to get them. So, all that being said, I think I take the Skiff. Pretty easy Doorbuster here over Inspired Charge. These kind of decks are usually Inspired Charge decks, but not always. And so I just want to take the Doorbuster, which we're always playing, and is a pretty good card. It's not first pickable like some people originally may have thought it would have been, but it's definitely playable, and you should play it in most of your red decks. I think it's better than a card like Spontaneous Artist, which kind of fills that role. So anyways. Hope everyone had some happy holidays. Hope there's some cheer and joy in your life. Hope you had like ham or latkes or whatever. Gonna take a Pyrohelix here. It's weird that my clock just stayed at 0, but I did get the Pyrohelix, so that's good. I believe there's a Pyrohelix in the next pack, although I'm highly doubting that it wheeled, but in the next pack there was a Glint Sleeve Artisan, a Visionary Augmenter, and a Chandra's Pyrohelix. And then some garbage, so maybe we can wheel a Pyrohelix, or maybe we can wheel an Artisan. Although it's going to be very hard to do either of those things. I highly doubt that we will, but we could possibly. Something's wrong with our clock here, or maybe I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Ooh, we wheeled the Glint Sleeve Artisan and the Pyrohelix. Wow, so red-white is certainly open. This pack, which we started off with, only one white card went out of the pack. I think we just take the Glint Sleeve Artisan, right? It goes very well with the Paula, it goes very well with Inventor's Apprentice, it does everything we want it to do. It's sad that it looks like we're kind of ditching Foundry Inspector, and this is our second pick, but I think it kept us open-ish, and I don't know. It could have been great, it could have been wrong. But anyways, so we have a pretty good shell of an aggro deck here. We have a DePaula, which is very important. We're going to take a Wayward Giant. It's fine, I mean, in this deck, I think we would rather have like a... I don't know if we'd rather have a Bastion Mastodon or whatever. Wayward Giant is significantly better than the Mastodon, but the Mastodon is an artifact which plays well with Inventor's Apprentice, so that kind of matters for whatever it's worth. Kind of matters. So, this weekend, the Aether Revolt Masterpieces, or Inventions, whatever they're called, got leaked, and they were pretty sick. Some of them. I thought by far the coolest one was the Ornithopter. Like, I don't really play Modern, and if I did play Modern, I don't know if I would play Affinity, and I don't even know if Ornithopter is in Affinity or whatever, but I just think that the Ornithopter looked really, really cool. So that's me. I don't know, what was your favorite from there? Oh wow, Furious Reprisal. Definitely playing this card. I mean, it goes to the face, but it also just sometimes kills 2 creatures, and even when it doesn't kill 2 creatures, it kills 1 creature and goes to the face. And it's entirely useful. So we got to load up on 2 drops in the second pack. We're definitely open to more Inventor's Apprentices. If that 1/1 for 1 white rare is around, then we might get that too. I mean, red-white is wide open right now. I don't even think there's another red drafter at the table. If there is, they're like splash red or light red. We don't think that Chandra's Pyrohelix is a particularly good card. But anyways, yeah, so let me know what your favorite masterpiece spoiled from there was. As always, I try to respond to each and every comment in the comment section down below. I'm also going to start Twitching sometime in January, probably close to January 1st, if not January 1st. So stay tuned for more info on that. Pretty easy Cultivator's Caravan right here. It's a vehicle. It's an artifact because it's a vehicle, obviously. And it is a 5/5 for 3 mana. Great green pack with Nature's Way and Rhino. Lots of blue cards, very mediocre blue cards. Almost no white. 0 red besides World Fast Monitor. Maybe we can wheel a Monitor here. But we're just very happy to get a Caravan. And we get a Snare Thopter right after we get a Caravan. So the super aggro plan is working. The issue is from these 2 packs, there's nothing we can really wheel. But we do have plenty of playables already. Don't think we're playing the Foundry Inspector, as weird as that is, that we like second pick this and we're not playing it. But that second pack wasn't particularly fantastic, but we're super happy to have a Snare Thopter here. And now we're looking for some 2-drops. So we get a Built-to-Smash to go with our Snare Thopter, our Caravan, or Mastodon, or Skiff. We get a Pyrohelix, we get a Mastodon, we get a Decoction module, although that doesn't really go in this deck. I think we actually just take the Built-to-Smash. I mean, when you count Caravan and Skyskiff as creatures, we have 9 creatures, 3 spells. We have Furious Reprisal, Welding Sparks, Pyrohelix. So we don't really need another Pyrohelix, right? Because we have a lot of stuff that kind of does that same job. But we can definitely use a Built-to-Smash here, so I think we're just going to take it. Alright, now we get a Reckless Fireweaver, a Fragmatize, a Cogwalker's Puzzle Knot, which isn't terrible here. I mean, this deck would definitely play an Inspired Charge. A Consul Shield Guard, which I don't think is as good as people thought it was originally. We do need 2-drops, although I'm not sure I want to be taking Fireweaver. I think we just take a Fragmatize here. These decks always play 1 Fragmatize, like always play 1 Fragmatize. And we have 1 2-drop. I'm not really concerned about getting the other 3 or 4 that we're going to need. So I think we just take a Fragmatize here and maybe hope to wheel a Consul Shield Guard. Although that being said, I don't even know if we're going to play it. It's not fantastic. Oh, we get a Grubs here. Wow. Great pickup for us. Refurbish isn't good. Attune with Aether is pretty good in that deck, of course. We're just going to take a Grubs, though, and be very happy with it. Salivating Gremlins is actually kind of okay in this deck with Glint Sleeve Artisan and Snare Thopter, etc., etc. We're happy to take that. And now we get a Weld Fast Monitor, a Spireside Infiltrator, or an Impeccable Timing. So I think Impeccable Timing might be the 3rd best card, but we are super heavy on 3s already. Like, we can also play this Foundry Inspector. This Weld Fast Monitor is really good. I don't know if it's better than the Infiltrator, although it might be in this deck only because we have Apprentice, which we're definitely playing Apprentice at this point, by the way. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts in this deck, so we're definitely playing Apprentice. Or so Spireside Infiltrator is great with the crew cards. So maybe we just take Infiltrator because it's fantastic with the crew cards? Yeah. Alright, take Infiltrator. Get out of there, Monitor. Alright, now we get an Ibex. It's fine, I mean, we're not super excited to have it, but a 3/5 for 4 mana is good. And with Doorbuster, you know, it can become a 4/6, or with Grubs it can become a 5/7. So, we're going to take it. We might play it, we might not. We have a lot of playables at this point. We have 16, not counting the Fragmatize, the Giant, or the Inspector, so I mean, we really have more like 19 playables, and I'm expecting to get at least 2 other pretty good playables out of this pack. Alright, things like Thriving Grubs, Aviary Mechanics, and Smuggler's Copters are what I'm looking for out of the next 8 picks. We're going to see. I don't know if there are any Smuggler's Copters left, but there might be. What's the best open for us? I mean, Chandra from a monetary perspective, but if we open like a Chandra and a Copter somehow, if there was like a secret Mythic Rare slot, and we opened 1 of each, I think we take the Copter. Yeah, because, I mean, Copter's just better in this deck, probably. Alright, now we get a Timing or a Monitor again. Same decision. 10 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes. Do we just take an Impeccable Timing? The thing is that we're doing all the attacking. Ugh. I just think we can... Monitor's just kind of... Oh my god. I really don't love Impeccable Timing, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a Monitor. Don't love Impeccable Timing. Wish there were more 2-drops. Maybe someone's just, like, running the gamut with all the red 2-drops. We got a Built-to-Last here over a second Monitor. That Thriving Rhino still being in the pack is literally absurd. Built-to-Last is good here. Totally good. So what do we have that goes with T'Pala right now? We have a skiff. We have a caravan. We have 2 artisans. Is that what we got for dwarfs and warriors? Ah, we'll take an eager construct. It's good with Inventor's Apprentice. It crews our skiff. And it's a 2-drop, and we kind of need one right now, so we're going to at least keep it in the board. Other dwarves, other vehicles. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 targets right now, it looks like. Alright, 4 targets. That being said, this is definitely enough when you consider that, you know, if it just draws a free card at all, it's good. Also, we can maybe pick up 1 or 2 more targets, and I would say 6 targets in a deck is probably good, especially when it's giving those targets +1/+1. That's fantastic, so we're definitely happy. Definitely happy. Alright, Eager Construct, Fragmentize, Wayward Giant, Built to Last, Fast Monitor, Foundry Inspector. We can go Foundry Inspector into Mastodon. That means something. I'm going to take a Gremlin over Herald the Fair. I guess there are matchups where we would play a Gremlin and a Fragmentize, but there's almost no chance of playing a Herald the Fair. I mean, the two 3-drops in our sideboard are both better than the Herald the Fair. So this definitely happens a decent amount in Kaladesh Limited, where you have like 28 playables or something at the end of the draft, and you have to make 5 pretty tough cuts. There are definitely limited formats of the past, of the recent past, I would say, where you don't have that many playables, or you're reaching for a 23rd playable. One of those formats is like M14, which I know was 3 years ago, but it just came back on the flashback drafts on Magic Online, and you were definitely reaching for playables there a lot of the time, like reaching for a 23rd playable, playing 18 lands, like stuff like that. So being able, you know, making a lot of cuts is you know, is a good thing. Alright, so again, Smuggler's Copter, Chandra, Cultivator, Caravan. We'll play another Caravan, we'll play another T'Pala, we'll play a Smuggler's Copter. We actually probably don't play the White Gearhulk. Just because we're going to have so many, like, we're going to swarm the board. And when you have that many creatures, you're not really playing that card. We'll take a Fireweaver. I mean, Fireweaver is not bad in this deck. We'll take a Torch Gauntlet. Again, not bad in this deck. Ooh, that white 1-drop. There are, like, a decent amount of good rares for us here. Decent amount of good rares. Would love a Chandra. Let's go. Chandra. Come on. Oh, we have to get one more land, maybe? Alright, everyone. Here's our pack. We unfortunately did not open up one of the 18 rares that would have been good for us. This pack is so bad for us. I guess we take a Propeller Pioneer. I mean, we're happy to play it. I mean, at this point, the Ibex is probably out, and the Pioneer is probably in, to be honest. Alright, playing a Pioneer. Playing a Pioneer. Marionette Master is no good. I mean, don't get me wrong. This card's definitely good in the right deck. It's just not good in our deck, for sure. There's not anything we're even hoping to wheel here. Like, Fireweaver, I guess, but we already have at least one in the board. Looks like one in the board. I mean, Voyager's good in the right deck. Edgecrafter's good in the right deck. This pack is medium strength. Not particularly strong, not particularly weak. But we are happy, I guess, to get the Pioneer. I mean, it fills this 4 slot. Again, I mean, to finish off this deck, we really want, like, 4 more 3-drops, and then, you know, we'll add a few cards from the board. Or 4 more 2-drops, I'm sorry. And then we'll add some cards from the board. That's really what we're looking for here. And just another blank. Another just complete blank. Alright, the uncommon run here is obviously absurd. Someone took a rare. Tiding Conclusions and Underhanded Designs in the same pack. I guess we take another Fragmentize, because we're not splashing Underhanded Designs here. I mean, we're just never splashing Underhanded Designs, right? So we just have to take another Fragmentize. Alright. I'm doing it. I don't love it. I wish we could take another Underhanded. I wish we could take an Underhanded Designs and play it. I mean, this deck would be very good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that make artifacts, but we just have to take a Fragmentize and hope that we can kill everybody else's artifacts. So, yeah, I mean, this draft has been great but a little disappointing in the sense that we haven't gotten a lot of 2-drops. I've seen that happen a few times recently, where you're pretty light on 2-drops, and I don't exactly know why that is. I don't know if people are favoring 2-drops, or it's just been the drafts that I've been in. I have no idea. Again, no 2-drops. Ugh, this is starting to get a little crazy. Can't really take a Mastodon when we already have a Mastodon and a Giant. I guess we can take a Shield Guard, I mean... It doesn't suck. It doesn't suck. We're not really taking a pressure point here. Just no 2-drops. So, someone took a rare and a common out of this pack. This is only 3rd pick, but we haven't seen any 2-drops so far. So we have 5 packs to go, and we need... I would take 5 2-drops. Ugh. We need like 5. We actually need like 5 2-drops. Alright. I mean, I guess Inventor's Apprentice kind of counts as a 2-drop because of the 2-3, but we really need like 5 or so 2-drops. So this is going to be an issue, I feel, but I believe in the heart of the cards. So because of that, I'm going to take this Console Shield Guard. We're going to pray to the heart of the card gods, and we're going to get a 2-drop in 3, 2, 1, 2-drop. I mean, I guess we got an Acrobatic Maneuver. We could take a Prism here. It's good with our Apprentice. What else does it do? It's good with our Welding Sparks. Why is Acrobatic Maneuver good? Acrobatic Maneuver gives us more energy and untaps things and gives us extra eyes, maybe. 2, 3. Yeah, Acrobatic Maneuver is probably better than Prism. Although Prism is like cycle. I mean, if we play the Prism, we're basically just using it to cycle on turn 2. And we're using it for the Inventor's Apprentice. Maybe. We have an Eager Construct in the board that we'd rather play than a Prism. I'm just going to take Acrobatic Maneuver. I mean, it might be actually kind of okay in this deck. We could have taken the Prism, though, and then maybe hope to wield the Underhanded Designs to splash the Underhanded Designs, but that's like way too convoluted of a plan for my liking. Alright, now we get another Built Smash or a Propeller Pioneer. How are we looking on the creature front here? So we have 17 cards in the main deck, and the cards that we would possibly bring in from the sideboard include Weldfast Monitor, Foundry Inspector, Console Shield Guard, a Fragmentize. Alright, so we have enough creatures over there. We have 11 creatures, but really we have 13 because of Skiff and the Caravan. We could take a Propeller Pioneer. We have 1 Built to Smash, 1 Pyrohelix, 1 Welding Sparks, 1 Furious Reprisal as our... We have basically 3 burn spells as our removal, which isn't fantastic, although we do have a Fragmentize in the board. Pioneer is very, very good, although, don't get me wrong, Built to Smash is fantastic in these decks. I think I just take a Built to Smash, because we're not short on good 4s if we need more of them. Taking a Built to Smash here. Alright, now we get a Fairgrounds Warden. I mean, it's unfortunate that the 2 best uncommons for us, basically, Brazen Scourge and Fairgrounds Warden, are in the same pack, but we get a Fairgrounds Warden. I mean, I would prefer maybe a Skywhaler shot, but that's all. I mean, these are 2 fantastic uncommons. We just get a Fairgrounds Warden. I mean, obviously it's a Dwarf Soldier, so it's fantastic with the Paula, fills in the 3-drop slot, is a removal spell. I mean, it just does all the things. So we really, I mean, this is really the spot where we want to play 23 to 24 cards here, and we would really just like to get like 3 more 2-drops and then kind of fill in our curve. Are we playing 2 Built to Smashes in this deck? Maybe. I mean, Built to Smash is really, really good, and we're definitely attacking a lot of the time. Ugh, do we take a Prophetic Prism now? I mean, what do we even do? Do we play a Narnium Cobra in this deck? How bad is that idea? Someone's gonna yell at me for passing all these prisms, but like, who cares? It's just, I mean, it's just a 2-mana draw card. Maybe it makes our mana a little bit better, but this deck doesn't really have mana issues. There's no like, double or triple cost anything. This deck doesn't really have mana issues. I think we actually take a Narnium Cobra. I think we're more likely to play a Cobra than we are a Prism. I think we're more likely to play an off-color Cobra than we are a Prism. And that sounds really ridiculous. It probably is, but I think that's probably correct. We're going to take an Aether Torch Renegade here. If we backdoor like another energy card and we're somehow like weird energy, then maybe we do it. I mean, because we have the Aether Torch Renegade, we have the Console Shield Guard, we have the Doorbuster, and the Grubs and the Ibex. So we could like get on the energy plan a little bit, although the Aether Torch Renegade is really just there to set up other energy cards. And it's a 3-drop where we're clogged, so I'm not super happy to play it. In this build right now, I think I'm actually playing a Fire Fortress Puzzle Knot maybe? Alright, I mean, we have a Reckless Fire Weaver in the board, so maybe we just take a Pressure Point here. We can play one Fire Weaver, I mean, I don't mind it in this deck. Question is, are we playing 2 Fire Weavers in this deck? We're not really going off. I think we just take a Pressure Point. It is good in some matchups. In some of the racing matchups, it's good on the play because you get to like set the tempo with your guys, and then, you know, you're racing like they're at 10 life, you're at 10 life. You hit it down to 5 when they're about to hit you down to 2, and then maybe like propose that they could have some blockers. You pressure point their thing at the beginning of combat. They have to not attack, and then you have the advantage. So it's very good in some of those situations. Could take a Cathartic Reunion. We already have one Acrobatic Maneuver on the board, so I'm just going to take a Cathartic Reunion from the board. Maybe sometimes if this was an 8-player draft pod, like a single elimination 8-player draft pod, like in real life or whatever, I might take the Rush of Vitality there because it's really good against our deck, right? Our deck's trying to like kill you and burn you out, and Rush is pretty good against us. But in this format, in this sort of league format, or in any like bigger draft format where you're playing interpod play, hating the Rush doesn't do anything, so just take the card that you're most likely to play. Alright, so this is 20 cards. What are we doing here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ways to make artifacts. We're definitely playing a Wayward Giant, probably. We play a Wayward Giant and a Mastodon. It's not bad. I mean, whatever. No, get out of the deck! You don't do anything! Alright, maybe play a Weldfast Monitor and a Fragmentize? Oh! Alright, one of the Built to Smashes has to get out now. So many 3-drops, though. So we're playing a Built to Smash and a Fragmentize, a Helix, a Sparks, a Reprisal, and a Fairgrounds Warden. And this is correct. Is this correct with 17 lands? We have DePaula, which we kind of need extra lands for. But we do kind of want to play 16 lands. We could play a Built to Smash in 16. We do have double red on turn 3, though, which kind of sucks. I think this might actually just be a 16-lander. This might just be a 16-lander, people. So Doorbuster is definitely the best of Shield Guard, Ibex, Doorbuster. Do we want to trade one of the Built to Smashes for a Built to Last, just to have some variety? You know, variety is the spice of life. Way too many 3-drops, but there's not a lot we can do about it. We're not going to trade a good 3 for a mediocre 4. I mean, all of these 3-drops are cards that we actively want to play, right? There's no, like, Herald of the Fairs or anything like that in there, so I think this is the deck. Gonna add some lands now. It looks like it's just going to be 8 and 8, but that may not be true. No, that's not true. It's going to be 9 and 7. I just lied to everybody out there in the internet world. Sorry about that. Alright, 9 and 7, here we go. Wish us luck for round number 1. Again, you can check me out on my main channel, link in the description below. I have a 200 sub giveaway going on right now. That's good until Friday. Also, I record all my F&M drafts, and I do F&M vlogs every Tuesday, so if that's something that would interest you, go check that out. Thank you for watching the draft portion of this Kaladesh draft. Like this video, make sure to let them know that you like having me on this channel so they keep me here for a long time to come. I'll see you for round number 1.